Today, it begins with us. If there is no peace within us, we can never hope for peace in the world. If there is no love within us, we can never hope for love in the world. If we are not in harmony with the elements of nature inside of us, we can never be in harmony with the elements of nature outside. If we are not at peace with the monsters inside ourselves, we can never be at peace with the monsters outside of us. Everything that is outside is also within. All the archetypes of behavior you see outside of you, they are also part of your makeup. Maybe you have forgotten them, maybe you have risen above them. If you have truly risen above them, if you have truly healed yourself of them, then you will have compassionate eyes towards the world. Because you would understand that I too made that journey. The saint has been a sinner, and the sinner is a potential saint. Today I'm asking you to take a serious look in your inner space and learn to be in harmony with you. Within you there must be harmonious coexistence. Everything lies within us. So the first healing that is required is us within. Are we in a space of true well-being? Are we in a space of true peace, in true love? Are we in love with ourselves? However we see ourselves, that is extremely important, because we cannot make one step towards harmonious coexistence unless it begins with us. Are you ready to take a look into the mirror? That you may see yourself, your naked self, all that you are, and really understand the nature of self, that we are above, our essential nature is far above all the things we have created inside, all the persona, all the thought constructs, all the dreams. We are so much more than them. Have we created dreams of self-destruction? Have we created dreams of exploiting others, manipulating others? Have we created dreams of being more higher than others? What have we created in the inner space? Can we take a sober look at ourselves? Because if we do, we'll see a reflection of the world within us. So that is the posture we need to take if we are to make the first step towards harmonious coexistence. It begins with us. So do not feel guilty at times when you have to retreat from the world, when it's overwhelming and you cannot manage it. Do not feel guilty that you have to retreat. Do not feel it's selfish to retreat when you need to take stock of who you really are and to do the cleaning, the laundry that is required. In the awareness that grace is in attendance no matter where you are. So the first step is within us. So let's take a look at the inner space to see if you can find the world in there. We can certainly find the elements of nature within our physical bodies. Earth is inside of this body. Water is inside of this body. Fire is inside of this body. Air is inside of this body. Space is inside of this body. All the elements of nature are within this body. Are you aware of that? That's why it's so extremely important to be able to perceive your inner nature. The one that is invisible to your human senses. You need to be able to perceive that. Because if you cannot perceive that, then you're missing a larger part of who you really are. You're only at the tip of the iceberg. Below the iceberg, there's a huge layer that lies hidden. So you need to have that third eye vision. You need to be able to see, perceive the rest of you. That is what made excitement for my journey. Of course, I ran away from the world because I couldn't manage it. At 21. At 20, I started to get the pangs of this world is not for me. I totally detested all the values that I saw around me. I need something different. I need purity. I need real love. I need peace. I need to manage my inner space. I can't manage it. I am totally ignorant of who I am. This completely depressed me when I was 20. And I searched, reading all the books, meeting all the people, going to all these little groups. Nothing worked for me. I had to run away. I ran away to India, the only place I knew. Looking for the masters. Somebody has to teach me. I need to be held. My hand need to be held in the path. I need to be in the presence of someone who has made the journey. I need to see how this person is, how this person behaves, how this person thinks. I needed to see that. And I did. So we may need to retreat and look carefully. Make the time to look carefully, to perceive that which cannot be seen by the senses. A large part of my work with you is getting you to perceive what the senses cannot perceive. And I'm very patient with it and compassionate because I know it's difficult to perceive if your eyes and your gaze are turned outwards. Very difficult to perceive. And I have great compassion for those who can't see it. And great patience to work with you. Look carefully, it's right there. Your thinking faculty, if you follow it, it will take you inside to the very root of thought. Your emotions, if you follow them, you'll get to the root of a chakra. If you follow the firepower within you, the vitality, you'll get to the root of a chakra. If you follow the sexuality, you'll go to the power behind it. If you follow the physicality, you'll get to a chakra. If you follow the sounds that you are hearing, you'll get to a chakra. Look. And that's how you'll make the inner journey. But you need a master on the journey. You need someone who can really tell you where it is. It's here. Focus at the top of the head. Focus at the back of the chest. Focus at the root. Focus. It's there. Don't let your eyes fool you, your physical eyes. And when you really catch it, a whole new adventure begins, that of self-transformation, that of understanding self. So it's worth everything to understand what spiritual awakening is, to understand the importance of masters. Masters are the ones who can help us to understand self, not ones who exploit us, trying to take our monies away and our power away. No, those are not masters. Those are imposters. The one who are masters will allow you to grow in their grace, in their love. They'll make you masters of yourselves. They will never take your power away. They will give you power. They'll be humble, unconditionally loving, sweet towards you if you're a true seeker. And they'll move away from you if you're not a true seeker. So you need to look to that space inside that the eyes cannot perceive. So you need to follow thought, go behind the thought. Follow the emotion, go behind the emotion. Look to see what brings up love within you, positive thinking, and follow that. It will lead you to the self inside, another identity that you have. So at each chakra within you, you will find so much information, and you will meet yourself, and you will meet the whole world inside of you. And you really need to be honest, because when you see hate and aggression within you, when you see lust and greed within you, when you see the tendency to falsehood inside of you, when you see pride and arrogance within you, know that the same exists in the world. And the goal is not to fight with them. They are part of nature. The tamasic part of us is part of our nature. The ignorance is part of our nature. The rajasic part of us, the ego that removes and drives, that is part of nature. And the sattva part of us is our higher nature. So we can't fight with it. We can't fight with the sinner within us. We have to rise above it. We have to take a remote view. And we have to disown it, because it's not our true self. It's part of the play. These are playthings inside of us. We can change them. We can change the persona. We can change the thought makeup. We can change the ideology. We can change it. Because we are so much bigger than it. These are playthings, play constructs in this space. So we need to have that remote viewing. In the yogic field, we call it vairagya. You take a dispassionate look towards it, not caught up in it. No likes, no dislikes. You take a non-judgmental look at it. Vairagya. And you use a discrimination to see if it's self or non-self. If it's non-self, it's time-based. It begins and ends. If it's true self, it's changeless. If it's non-self, it cannot hold the light. It has darkness in it. When it's true self, it's full of light, expansion, expansive. When it's non-self, it's limited. When it's true self, it's unlimited. So you have a meter, you have a gauge when you use your discriminative faculty. And then look at every chakra within you. When you can find them, when you can really find them. And if you can't find them, you can find the qualities associated with them in the human existence and trace the qualities. Physicality and survival, food, shelter, ownership, survival, they are root chakra issues. Smell is a root chakra sense. Earth consciousness is a root chakra sense. We all have it in us. But when spirituality comes, we see it differently. Light comes there. Sattvic qualities come there. Goodness comes there. We see it differently. We want to share. We want to survive together. We want to appreciate nature. We want to appreciate every smell that is in nature. Sacral chakra is about taste, about sexuality, about reproduction, about nourishment, fertility, strength, vitality. Sacral chakra is not just about biological mating. In the tamas, we become animals. In the sattva, we become gods and goddesses. So all we need to do is to bring the light there, and the masters show us how to do it. Bring the light to the chakra, and then our selfishness disappears and selflessness appears. That's how the god and goddess becomes. So we need light in the chakra. You go to the fire power, and it gives you vitality. It gives you the masters of the light. They're full of vitality. They can transform the world through vitality if we are ready for the teaching. Their very presence is electrifying. Those are the masters of the naval power. They control the fire, the vitality that drives the body, drives actions. stabilizes the body, it brings confidence. And when that is lacking inside of us, when tamas holds us there, there is fear, insecurity, lack of vitality, burnout. And we see it very common in our world under the huge stresses of normal existence. And then we begin to love color and we begin to love light when the navel chakra opens up. And when we come to the heart, the emotional center, it's a center of love and compassion and kindness. And under the tamas, the ignorance, the darkness, there's hate, there's aggression, there's anger, there's bitterness, there's unforgiveness. In the darkness of the contracted heart, in the open heart, there's love, unconditional loving, there's compassion, there's kindness, there's reaching out. The kind of energies we love. It begins with us. If we can open up that center and allow it to express itself fully in a sattvic mode with the divine behind it, you will have the most beautiful experiences of life. You will hate no one. You will love everything. Every touch that you express will become sacred. And when it's full of tamas, the touch is not a good touch. It's a touch of darkness. The more you fill yourself with light, the touch becomes different. You know it. People crave it. They want you to hold them. They want you to hug them. They want you to speak to them because love expresses itself through your voice, through your actions. So we have that potential in us. And when we have truly risen beyond the darkness into the light, we don't despise the darkness. We see that it's part of our lives, it's part of nature. That we don't despise those who are still in the darkness. We feel such compassion for them because we know within them is a light. We have a different relationship with those who are steeped in darkness. We want to extend our hand patiently and infinitely if we can. We extend our hands even though they may hurt us. Our compassion becomes so great we can manage the hurt until they are changed. You look at a marvelous example of the Christ, being totally tortured, traumatized at the physical level, but never losing his love for the world. You see it in the Buddha as well. You see it in the enlightened beings. Their love is so great for the world. And then the throat. It is the center of hearing, listening, speaking, silence. When we begin to embrace that center, sound takes a different quality. We appreciate sound from a whole different level. And our speaking becomes so full of love and light. That chakra is called Vishuddha, which means pure. True purity. Vishuddha. And then the mental chakra, it's not connected to the elements as an association, but it's associated with all the elements. It's a mind that is associated with all the elements. So it's a chakra that can really bring harmony. The mind associated with the elements and with the other chakras can really bring harmony when the mind begins to open itself to sattva, to harmonious thoughts, harmonious ideas. When the mind begins to open itself to sattva, we experience a whole different level of seeing. So it's extremely important to understand the science of being. Because if you can really be in harmony with it and we can really do the work in the inner world, then loving the outer world, being in harmony with the outer world will come naturally. We'll never have to force it. And there are some of you who would say, well, I can't do this until I'm totally pure. I cannot be an instrument of harmonious coexistence until I'm totally pure. Well, that's not true. Everything you learn, you can share. Every step that you have crossed, you can share that step with others. So you can walk hand in hand with others. You can co-evolve with those around you. You don't have to be perfect to be an example. Everything you have learned, you can be an example of that. So every victory you have made, you can celebrate that with others. Let's walk together. Let's be victorious together. And the final step will come when it will. That's not important. But walk hand in hand at every step together. Co-evolve. That's what we can do. We walk together on the way of harmonious coexistence as we all transform ourselves. As we transform ourselves, our world will transform. And we need to do it together, the we. Tomorrow we talk about healing our world. Today it's about healing ourselves. It begins with us. Healing our world begins with us. Let's bring our attention to the present moment. Let's just open up the view, the consciousness view. Open up the view. To really observe every part of our being. To be at peace with our physicality, our gender and sexuality, our firepower and vitality, our emotional center, our communication center of listening and speaking, our mental center in the brain. Let's open up the consciousness to all of us. To take a remote view, it requires a dispassionate look. Dispassion is not a limiting word. It means a non-judgmental look. Let's look at ourselves. The universe is within us. Nature is within us. So let's scan. Let's look for those chakra points. They're important. Center of the eyebrows, it's a major one. And learn how to invoke prana, the vitality of life. The easiest way to do that is with the breath. To feel it throughout all the chakras. The next way is to focus on the mind. Mind drives prana. Breath moves prana. So your mind and your breath is extremely important, and give attention to the chakra points. So once you have that brow center firmly established, which is focused, using the breath, breathe into the center of the eyebrows. And you will invoke the chakra, Agya chakra, inside of the brain. Use the technique of Ujjayi, the victory breath. And then take your attention right down to the root, perineum area. Get to the earth consciousness. Take the breath there. Begin the breath there. Right down to the root. Breathe down to the root and breathe up from the root. Perineum area. And gently contract the perineum muscle as you breathe in. Contract it with the in-breath. And relax it with the out-breath. So now you're creating a relationship between the thinking, the center of the eyebrow, and the earth center within you. And you want to be in harmony with the earth consciousness, the consciousness of smell. You'll feel that your nose is involved and the inner consciousness of smell is involved. So now you have the spinal column in your focus. When you breathe in, you keep in the beginning you keep a rigid body, a strong and firm body, because you are in earth consciousness. You're in the consciousness of physicality. Ground yourself in the physicality. A strong spinal column awareness. Strong awareness of the skeletal part of your body, the bones. Strong awareness of the breath, rhythmic breath. And when grace appears in your space, spiritual awakening, you'll feel the presence of Kundalini. This evolutionary energy that's driving your expansion of awareness. It's right behind your seeking, right behind your breath, right behind your mind. And now let's bring the mind into a sattvic space. Open the mind to positive thinking, to goodness. To harmonizing with the earth feel, with the breath. Open the belly to breathe, open the chest to breathe, lift the shoulders to breathe, and learn to breathe in and out completely, fully. And you're not only being in harmony with the breath, but you're being in harmony with air as well. So open up the lungs to breathe. And to really have a deeper relationship with that, you open up the heart. Focus on the center of the chest. So now you have the brow, you have the root, and you have the center of the chest. The mind is involved, the earth consciousness is involved, and air is involved. Feeling is involved. So open up the heart to sattvic qualities. Love, compassion, kindness. Learn to love you. Learn to love your earth body. Learn to love the air within you that you breathe, the breath of life. Open up your consciousness as much as you can. The more you strive to open it up, the more the evolutionary energy of Kundalini will drive the opening. Open the heart. And now you can move to the up area, or you can move to the lower area with your consciousness and the breath and the prana. So let's go to the lower area. Let's open up the gut. That's where the fire of vitality is. Open up the gut. Breathe fully into the navel area with a thought of vitality, fire, light. And you'll begin to feel the presence of all your body cells. Body consciousness will become more predominant. All the cells of your body will begin to appear because there is fire in every cell. metabolic fire. Now I can feel that you're striving to open your consciousness. That's excellent. Continue to do that. And as you go into the belly area expanding, you will begin to feel the sacral chakra. You know, it's a chakra of fertility. It brings strength and nourishment to the body. Open up to it. With a firm belly, an open heart, and a mind that is in sattva, open up to that God or goddess nature within you. Feeling the strength of your gender, but yet in a divine way. Open up. Let your hands be free. Let your posture be flexible. That you may really let this Kundalini energy drive your posturing. At every level, the hands become warm. The body begins to feel more full of fire, vitality. The breath becomes deeper. The heart strives to open up to the light, like a lotus flower to the sun. It wants to open up every petal of emotion. Open up your being to be a flower, a lotus flower, to let the fragrance of your love flow to every cell. Be in harmony, in love with every part of you. You've created this body, perhaps unknowingly. This is the body you've attracted in the life. And then go to the throat, that you may feel the stillness of the silence as your love moves into every space. The mind craves to be silent, that it can really experience the fullness of love. The mind craves silence. And the center of the eyebrows open up to your loving being, to every chakra. And here you are in harmonious coexistence with your own being. Sacral chakra is the water within you, the water within your body. Your body is about 70% water. Sacral chakra is connected to taste. Heart chakra to touch. Throat chakra to hearing and sound. Brow chakra is in association with all of you. It is the harmonizer. Your discriminating faculty, your intellect, is giving power to the heart and to the Kundalini, seeking to be an instrument of the unfolding light. And now be at peace. You will feel that the mind is in the heart. And the mind is in every cell. And the mind is in every part of you, in sattvic mode. The mind is in a field of harmonious coexistence, in a posture of harmonious coexistence. It's directed outward, to the body and to the elements, to the senses, but it's inwardly centered. In the self. The sattva nature comes from higher self. manifesting its light. Hold that posture. Remembering it begins with me. Harmonious coexistence begins with me. I harmoniously coexist with all of my being. I'm at peace with all of my being. I'm in love with all of my being. I'm in love with every sense. Om Bhur, Om Bhuva, Om Swa, Om Mahar. Om Jana, Om Tapo, Om Satya. And may I be fully open to the light. Om Bhur Swa. Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. Dhiyo Yuna Prachodayat. May my intellect, my mind open up to the light of Sattva. And now open your consciousness to the world around you, greeting the world around you in the light. Sarve bhavantu sukhina. May all be happy. Sarve santur niramayaha. May all be healthy. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. May all see only beauty and goodness in the world. Ma kaschid dukha bhag bhaved. May no one be in sorrow. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you, everyone. I hope that you could appreciate our talk today. That it can inspire you to not feel guilty when you have to retreat from life sometimes. To really get into a deeper, to get a little more in touch with your inner being. To co-evolve with others. Don't feel that you have to be perfect. Let's walk every step together. Every step that we have walked, let's extend our hand to those at the lower step. Come up with me. Let's go together. Patiently hold the hands of those around you as we walk together. That's the way of the blue star. That's the way of the enlightened. That's the way to the light. May we all walk together as we co-evolved. And may we participate consciously in co-creating a world of peace, love and harmony. Have a blessed day, everyone. Namaskar.